Hello family, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Shak My Love, and today we are going to be seeing another DIY crop top. So last time we transformed address into two-piece. The video is on my YouTube channel, so you can check it out. And on another dress, on the same dress, this remained piece, we are going to DIY a good top. Oh my god, I love this. So as we do this, you're going to be following the video, and today we are going to be talking about decision making, how to make life-changing decisions in life. So I've realized most of the time we do mistakes, and because of the decisions we make, because sometimes we make wrong decisions, sometimes we make ineffective decisions, and sometimes we fail to make decisions just because we think we are not good enough at making decisions. And yet everyone has got a power to do that. And in this life, I realize that if you want to develop, if you want to change, if you want to go somewhere else, or to achieve your missions, your goals, you have to be good at making decisions. You have to learn, you have to engage yourself into making decisions. So today I'm going to talk to you about a few ways of engaging yourself into decision making and completely change your life, because it is important, so important. So one of the ways of making life changing decisions is realizing the power of decision making. What do I mean? Realizing the power of making decisions, you have to understand what it is. You have to understand what it does, what the decision is and what it does. If you realize that, then you're going to make a life-changing decision. You're going to make a good and effective decision in your life, and before you know it, you're going to succeed. Because in this life, everyone is entitled and everyone is capable. Everyone can make a decision that can change his or her life. We are able to make, everyone is able, and everyone has the ability to make that decision to change his or her life. So you have to realize the power of decision making. And another way I've realized is to carry on your own decisions. I mean, you have to engage yourself into making your own decisions. In most cases, before I realized this, before I changed my ways, I used to let people make for me decisions, and before I knew it, I always looked for a way forward of blaming people, a way of having excuses, because I'm not the one who made that decision, because I gave someone the power to make for me decisions. So if I don't achieve what I was supposed to achieve, oh my goal, I always had an excuse. But if you engage yourself into this decision, trust me, you're going to learn. You're going to learn, and you're going to make a proper decision. Because sometimes we think maybe people who are older than us are the best people to make for us decision, or are the best people to make decisions. But no, the best person to make a decision for you is yourself. So get up, take on the risk, take on the step, and make your own decision, because you understand your goals, you understand your weakness, your strength, you understand your journey and how you want it to be, more than that person you ensure your decisions with. So take your own decisions. Another thing I would like to talk to you about is to tell others about the decisions you're about to make, or about your decisions, because I believe no one is perfect. Yes, no one is perfect, and there is always someone who's better than you. So, after you engage yourself in making your own decision, please endeavor to talk to someone you trust, someone you think is better and great, someone who is not mean, someone who is above you in decision making, in finance, in everything. So you have to compare yourself with someone that you trust so much, and yes, you talk to them about your decision or the decisions you're about to make, because they can guide you. If someone is not mean, if you trust that person, then if they are not mean, they are going to trust me, they are going to give you something, they are going to show you the way, but they will enable you to make the right decision. So another thing I want you to do is to subscribe, share the link with your friends, uh, engage yourself by commenting. Leave a comment below what you would like me to talk about and other things. So another point or another way of making a life-changing decision is to learn from your past decisions. Many people, or in most cases, we undermine the power of our past experience or past events, but that thing triggers a lot your success, your coming success or your future success. You have to look back and say, and look back into your past decisions and measure them, put them on the weighing scale, and you ask yourself, was I successful? If yes, how did I go past this? How did I achieve this? If you were wrong, or if the decision was ineffective, where did you go wrong? So you have to look into your past decisions before you make another decision. So if the decision wasn't effective, then you have to change a strategy and look into another form of making decisions. Then after learning from your past, you have to, this is another point or another way of making life-changing decisions, or decision that can enable you change your life, is to maintain a flexible approach. Guys, I don't know how I can emphasize this, but maintaining a flexible approach in decision making is key. It should be on your fingertips before you make a decision. What do I mean? I mean, you have to be able to make decisions in changing, like you have to be able to make changes in your decision making. You have to be able to deal with a situation that is always changing. You have to be in position and ready to change with that change. I don't know whether that makes sense to you, but if the situation needs change, then you have to be flexible enough to work with that situation. So before I continue, I hope you're understanding the steps that I'm taking in making this DIY. Please follow along and make sure you try on it, because baby girl, we're going to get good results. So another thing that I can tell you is to know what you want and what you need. When you're making decisions, sometimes people confuse a want and a need. You have to make sure that you analyze these two things. A need is so different from a want. You can do away with a want. You can stay and be happy. You can be okay when you don't have that something you want. But if you fail to get your need on the table, trust me, it's going to stress you, it's going to affect you. So when you're making decision, you have to look into this and ask yourself, do I need this really? Is this a need? Is this a want? I mean, let me give you an example. If you want, let me give you an example. Let me say you've graduated, you're a fresh graduate, and you have a job, an opportunity, like they have called you for a job, and they are paying you 300,000, and then you have an opportunity of going abroad or in UAE to work as a maid, and they are paying you 900,000. So you have to look into your goals, your missions, your visions, and then decide. You have to compare that. Are you going with the 300 or 900? And if you're choosing this, you have to ask yourself, what do I want? Do I really need this? Do I want this? You get. So you have always to consider the need than the want. I hope that was clear. So guys, go ahead, if you've not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that bell so that you don't miss a thing whenever I post that video, because we always post videos in a week. So I always post 3 videos or 2 videos in a week. So you have to always be notified whenever I post a video. Otherwise, thank you for viewing, thank you for subscribing, thank you for the support. I'm new here, but I'm loving the support. So I think this is going to be my last point for today, and another way of making a life-changing decision is to understand that making mindful decision is always hard. You have to understand that making a decision is always hard. So if you're finding difficulties making decisions, don't curse yourself. Don't be mad at yourself just because your way of making decision is always difficult than others. So you don't have to compare yourself to others, because we are different people and we have different visions and missions and goals. So everyone is facing that challenge different.